This Clifford, the big red dog episode looks harmless, but it's actually about one of the worst feelings you can have as a kid. Someone gets something new, someone else gets left behind, and two friends are forced to learn the difference between real loyalty and empty attention. Today, we're breaking down how Clifford quietly teaches a hard lesson about fake friends and why it hurts more than you'd expect. The episode begins with Clifford, T-Bone, and Cleo playing kick the can on the sidewalk. Clifford kicks the can with all his strength. T-Bone runs after it, barking and slipping as he goes. Cleo shouts directions and laughs along with them. Nothing about the game is perfect, but that's what makes it fun. No one is showing off. No one is trying to impress anyone else. They're just happy to be together. Then Mac appears. He stands in Jetta's yard, chewing on a bone, watching from a distance. Instead of joining the fun, he judges it. To him, the game looks childish and noisy. He makes it clear that he thinks he's above it. That's when Cleo starts talking about her new playground. She describes all the exciting parts: tunnels, jumps, tires, and a seesaw. She explains that it's brand new and that her friends will be the first ones allowed to use it. T-Bone reacts with pure excitement. Being first matters to him. It feels special. Cleo says the playground will be ready tomorrow. Mac hears this and suddenly changes his attitude. Now he's interested. The playground isn't even built yet, but the idea of something new already has his attention. Clifford keeps playing. He doesn't notice the shift right away. Mac then turns directly to Cleo and questions why she's playing on a rough sidewalk when she could be on a soft lawn. It sounds like a small suggestion, but it's the first pull away from her friends. Cleo hesitates, but only for a moment. Matt begins praising her. He encourages her. He makes her feel important. Cleo laughs and smiles, soaking in the attention. Then Matt brings up the playground again, hinting that the game would be even better there. That's when Clifford finally stops. He looks around and realizes something is wrong. Cleo isn't playing anymore. She's moved on. This is the moment the episode shifts from playful to painful. Cleo doesn't mean to hurt anyone, but she's already made a choice. She followed comfort, praise, and the promise of something better. In doing so, she left Clifford and T-Bone standing on the sidewalk alone. Clifford doesn't argue. He doesn't get angry. He's just confused, and that confusion hurts the most. The episode shows something kids rarely hear said out loud. Sometimes friends don't leave because they're mean. Sometimes they leave because someone else makes them feel special, and the people left behind are the ones who pay the price.
Over here! Go! Oh!
Nose it here, T.
Here!
Silly, noisy game.
This game will be twice as much fun on my new playground.
Yeah!
New playground?
It has jumps, tunnels, tires, a slide, and a seesaw. You guys will be the very first to play on it.
Really? Clifford and I will be the first? When?
It'll be ready tomorrow.
A new playground? Wow! I've just gotta play on it. Why are you playing on this old, hard sidewalk, Cleo?
Huh?
Why don't you play on my beautiful, soft lawn today?
Well, okay. Thanks.
What a nose! Way to go, Cleo! You know, you are really good at this game.
Thanks.
It'd be even more fun to play it on a big playground, don't you think?
What's Cleo doing? I guess she's, playing with Mac?
The next day, Clifford and T-Bone rush into Mrs. Diller's yard. Today is supposed to be special. Today is the day they finally see Cleo's new playground. Clifford can barely contain himself. He's been waiting all night to see it. T-Bone is just as excited because Cleo promised they would be the very first ones to play on it. When they arrive, the playground is even better than they imagined. There are jumps, tunnels, tires, a slide, and a seesaw. Everything looks bright, fun, and brand new. For a moment, the excitement wipes away everything else. But then something feels wrong. Cleo isn't there. Instead of hearing Cleo greet them, Clifford and T-Bone hear barking and laughter coming from the slide. They look over and see Cleo already playing, not with them, with Mac. Mac slides down first, laughing loudly. Cleo follows, just as excited. They're already having fun together, like the playground belongs only to them. Cleo notices Clifford and T-Bone and casually greets them, acting like nothing is wrong. Mac adds a polite comment, sounding pleased in a way that doesn't feel sincere. That's when T-Bone finally speaks up. He reminds Cleo that she promised he and Clifford would be the first ones to play on the playground. Cleo explains that Mac came over early that morning and really wanted to play. She doesn't sound apologetic. To her, it feels like a small thing. Clifford tries to keep the peace. He suggests that everyone just play together. For a moment, it almost works. They all run around the yard. T-Bone and Cleo roll through a tunnel together, laughing. Matt chases them. Clifford watches, happy to see his friends smiling again. But slowly, the pattern starts to show. Clifford laughs as he watches Cleo and T-Bone crawl through the tunnel, still hoping things will even out. Then Matt calls Cleo over to the seesaw, praising her and telling her how good she is. Cleo eagerly joins him. T-Bone tries to help pushing the seesaw higher. For a brief moment, everyone laughs together, but it doesn't last. Matt suddenly runs back to the tire swing, loudly announcing what he wants to do next. He leaves the seesaw behind. Clifford tries to sit on the seesaw by himself. It doesn't work. Without Mac, Clifford can't get off the ground. T-Bone says Clifford needs Mac's help for the seesaw to work. Cleo barely reacts. She shrugs it off like it doesn't matter. That's when T-Bone finally asks the question that's been building up. He wants to know why Cleo keeps choosing Mac. Mac never wanted to play with her before. Cleo explains that Mac wants to play with her now and that he likes her. That's enough for her. Mac calls for Cleo again, excited and loud. Cleo immediately runs off, saying she has to go because Mac is calling. And just like that, Clifford and T-Bone are left behind again. This is the real betrayal of the episode. Cleo didn't just break a promise. She showed that Mac's attention matters more than her old friend's feelings. When T-Bone tried to explain how hurt he felt, Cleo didn't stop to think about it. She followed the excitement instead. The episode makes something painfully clear here. Friends don't always mean to hurt you. Sometimes they just stop choosing you. And for Clifford and T-Bone, that hurt is only getting worse.
I can't wait to see Cleo's new playground.
Yeah, we're gonna be the very first to ever play on it. Cleo promised.
Whoa, look at this. This is great.
Where's Cleo?
T-Bone, Clifford, glad you're here.
Oh, yes. I couldn't be happier.
Cleo, I thought Clifford and I were gonna be the first to play on your playground.
Well, Matt came over early this morning, and he really wanted to play with me.
Well, come on, everyone. Let's play.
Come on the seesaw, Cleo. You are so good at this game.
Yeah.
Yay! Huh? I'm going to the tire swing.
Whoa!
Whoa!
We'll never get Clifford off the ground without Mac's help.
Oh well.
Why do you want to play with Mac anyway, Cleo? He's never wanted to play with you before.
Well, he does now. He likes me.
Come on, Cleo! Let's swing!
Gotta go, Matt's calling.
Later, Clifford and T-Bone wait together, wondering if Cleo has arrived yet. She hasn't. The excitement from before is gone. Now there's just quiet and unease. While waiting, T-Bone finds a bone on the ground. It smells terrible, like old gas. As he drops it, he admits something he's been thinking about. He hopes Cleo doesn't bring Mac again, because Mac always takes over and keeps the best things for himself. Clifford tries to stay positive. He says Mac isn't that bad, and reminds T-Bone that Cleo really likes him. But T-Bone asks the question Clifford doesn't want to think about. He wonders if Mac actually likes Cleo, or if he only likes her playground. Clifford pauses before answering. He says he hopes Mac likes both. Then Cleo finally arrives. She calls out to them, telling them to save some fun for her. Almost right away, she finds an old tennis shoe. It's gross and smelly, but Cleo is excited anyway. She tries to include Mac, offering to play with it together. Mac refuses. He shows no interest at all. Instead, he suggests doing something else, something cleaner. He pushes the idea of going back to the playground. Cleo keeps chewing the shoe and says she doesn't want to right now. The grass is wet, and she doesn't want her new playground to get muddy. Clifford jumps in with an idea. He suggests they all play nose to can together. Mac immediately shuts it down. He clearly doesn't like the game and suggests playing tag instead. Then he takes off running, forcing Cleo to chase him. As they run, T-Bone notices something strange. In tag, Cleo is supposed to chase everyone, not just Mac. But that's not what's happening. They all end up near Mrs. Diller's yard. Mac suddenly says he's tired and suggests they stay there for a while. Cleo worries again about getting mud on her new things. Matt doesn't argue. Instead, he turns to leave. He says that if they aren't going to play on the playground, he'll just go home. Cleo panics. She changes her mind instantly and says it will be okay after all. Mac smiles. He gets exactly what he wants. Clifford and T-Bone watch from a distance as Cleo and Mac head into her backyard. T-Bone points out something important. Cleo said the yard was muddy, and it is. Cleo and Mac play on the seesaw as mud splashes everywhere. They get dirt all over Cleo's brand new playground. Mac cheers loudly. Cleo is too caught up in the fun to notice the mess. Clifford watches in disbelief, pointing out that her new things are completely covered in mud. Cleo finally notices Clifford and T-Bone and invites them to join in. But T-Bone doesn't move, and he tells Cleo how he feels. He doesn't think Mac actually wants to play with him or Clifford. Cleo asks what he means. T-Bone explains that Mac only wants to play with the dog who owns the playground. Cleo gets defensive immediately. She says that isn't fair. She insists that Mac likes her and that she likes him too. She claims Mac has changed and that her old friends would like him if they gave him a chance. T-Bone doesn't back down. He says Mac hasn't changed at all. He just wants access to the playground. That's when Cleo snaps. She accuses T-Bone of being jealous. T-Bone is stunned. He can't believe what he's hearing. Cleo doubles down. She tells him he'll have to get used to sharing her because she's popular now. Clifford lets out a quiet whimper. This is the moment where everything becomes clear. Matt never cared about Cleo's feelings. He ignored her boundaries, pushed her into playing in the mud, and walked away whenever he didn't get his way. And instead of seeing it, Cleo defended him. Worse than that, she turned on her real friends. The episode shows how dangerous attention can be. Cleo mistakes popularity for friendship. She believes being wanted means being valued, even when it hurts the people who stood by her first. But true friends don't love your stuff. They don't make you feel small, and they don't ask you to choose. Clifford and T-Bone are hurting now, deeply. The question is whether Cleo will realize the truth before it's too late.
Is Cleo here yet, Clifford?
Not yet.
I hope she doesn't bring Mac. He'll hog all the good stuff.
Mac's not so bad. And Cleo really likes him.
But does he really like Cleo? Or does he just like her playground?
I hope he likes them both.
Hey, save some for us, guys. Wow. A tennis shoe. Want to play with that, Mac?
No, really. Thank you. Wouldn't you rather do something else with me, Cleo? Like, how about play on your new playground?
Not now. The grass is wet. Everything will get all dirty and muddy.
Hey, let's all play nose to can.
Oh, please, no. How about tag? You're it. Try and catch me.
Isn't she supposed to chase all of us in tag?
Gotcha, you're it.
I'm tired from all that running, Cleo. Why don't we just play here for a while?
But we'll get mud on my brand new stuff.
Well, okay. If you don't want to play on the playground, I'm going home.
Oh, wait! I guess it'd be okay.
Great! Come on!
Looks like they went into Cleo's backyard.
But Cleo said it was all muddy.
Whoa!
Yeah! Wow! They got mud all over her new stuff.
Hey, guys! Come on and play!
I don't think Mac wants to play with Clifford and me, Cleo.
What do you mean?
He only wants to play with the dog with the playground.
That's not fair, T-Bone. Mac likes me and I like him. And I think you guys would like him too if you gave him a chance. He's really changed, you know?
He's changed because he wants to play on your playground.
You're just jealous.
Jealous?
That's right. But you're just gonna have to get used to sharing me, T-Bone, because I am very popular.
Clifford and T-Bone sit together in Emily Elizabeth's yard. Clifford plays with a ball tied to a rope, but he isn't really focused on it. T-Bone points out that Cleo is with Mac again today. Clifford already knows. He explains that Cleo and Mac spend a lot of time together on her playground now. T-Bone looks down. He admits that it feels like Cleo doesn't play with them anymore at all. Clifford tries to stay hopeful. He says Cleo probably just enjoys the attention Mac gives her, and that it doesn't mean she stopped liking her old friends. He agrees, but says he still misses playing with Cleo. Clifford quietly admits that he does too. After a moment, T-Bone suggests they go see if Cleo wants to play. Clifford agrees. When they reach Mrs. Diller's yard, they see Matt chasing Cleo around. Matt loudly dares her to catch him. Cleo laughs and runs after him, confident she can keep up. She jumps through the tire swing, and then everything goes wrong. Cleo slips and falls hard onto the lawn. She lets out a cry as she hits the ground. Matt barely reacts. Instead of rushing to her side, he tells her to keep chasing him. Cleo tries to stand up, but she can't. She admits that her foot hurts. Matt finally asks if it's serious. Cleo says it kinda is. Matt looks her over, not with concern, but with calculation. He asks her if she can still play. Cleo shakes her head. She says she doesn't think she should. Matt pauses for a moment. Then he decides to leave. Cleo is surprised. She asks if he's really going. Matt shrugs. He tells her to come get him when she's better so they can play on the playground again. Then he walks away, heading back to Jetta's house. Cleo watches him go. She doesn't argue. She just quietly agrees. And in that moment, everything becomes clear. When Cleo gets hurt and can't play anymore, Matt doesn't stay. He doesn't help her up. He doesn't ask if she's okay. He leaves the second the fun stops. Matt was never there for Cleo. He was there for the playground. As soon as Cleo couldn't offer that anymore, Matt disappeared. That's what makes him a fake friend. Someone who only sticks around when things are easy and exciting for them. This is the lesson the episode has been building toward. Real friends don't walk away when you're hurt. They don't leave when the game changes. And they don't disappear when you're no longer useful. Cleo finally understands what T-Bone tried to warn her about all along. She learned the truth the hard way, but now she knows who her real friends are. And the episode makes sure we feel every second of that realization.
Cleo's playing with Mac again today, Clifford.
I know. They really like playing on her playground together.
It seems like she never plays with us anymore.
Ugh. She just likes getting all that attention from Mac. It doesn't mean she doesn't like us.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I just really miss playing with her.
Me too.
Let's go see if she wants to play.
Catch me if you can, Cleo!
Don't worry, I will. Oh, ow! Whoa!
Come on, Cleo! Chase me!
Okay. Ow! I hurt my foot.
Is it bad?
Kinda.
So, can you play anymore?
I don't think I better.
Oh, well, I better go.
You're gonna go?
Well, yeah. Come get me when you're better. Then we can play together on your playground some more.
Yeah. Okay.
Clifford and T-Bone find Cleo sitting by herself. The playground is quiet now. The fun is over. T-Bone gently greets her. Clifford does as well. T-Bone asks if she wants to play on the tire swing. Cleo slowly shakes her head and explains that she hurt her foot. Clifford looks worried right away. T-Bone checks on her, asking if she's okay. Cleo smiles a little. She says she's fine, but she can't play on the playground today. Clifford doesn't hesitate. He suggests they do something else. T-Bone makes sure again that she's really okay. Cleo nods and explains that she just can't run. Clifford suddenly remembers the story Emily Elizabeth read to him the night before. He asks if Cleo would like to hear it. She says she loves Emily Elizabeth's stories. T-Bone gets excited too. He says he's going to grab the bone he found earlier so they can relax and listen together. Clifford begins telling the story. It's about a little girl who wants to keep a dog forever, and a dog who smiles because he finally finds a home. When the story ends, she tells Clifford it was a great story. Clifford thanks her. T-Bone checks on Cleo's foot again. Cleo says it's feeling okay, but admits she feels embarrassed. Clifford asks why. Cleo looks down and finally says the truth. She admits that T-Bone was right. Mac only wanted to play with her because of the playground. He wasn't really her friend. T-Bone smiles warmly and reminds her that he and Clifford are her real friends, and that they always will be. Cleo's eyes light up. She thanks T-Bone and asks Clifford to tell another story. Clifford agrees. He says the next story is about really good friends. The three of them sit close together. Clifford tells stories. T-Bone chews on his bone. Cleo rests her foot. No playground, no attention, just comfort, and they're happy. That's how the episode ends. Cleo gets hurt, Mac leaves, and the truth finally becomes clear. Mac was a fake friend. He only cared about the fun parts, not about Cleo herself. But Clifford and T-Bone are there for her. They don't need a playground. They don't need praise. They just need Cleo. They listen to her. They worry about her. They stay when things slow down. That's what real friendship looks like. Being there when someone is hurt, not leaving when things aren't perfect, sticking around forever and ever, just like in the story.
Hey, Cleo!
Hiya, Cleo.
Wanna play on the tire?
I can't. I hurt my foot.
You did?
Are you okay?
I'm okay, but I can't play on the playground today.
Then let's do something else.
You sure you're okay?
I'm okay. I just can't run.
Emily read me a great story last night. Want me to tell it?
Sure, I love Emily Elizabeth's stories.
Wait, first let me go get that bone I found. We can chew on it while we're listening.
And the little girl said she wanted to keep the dog forever and ever. And the dog smiled, 'cause he found a home at last. The end.
Oh, great story, Clifford.
Thanks, Cleo.
How's your foot feeling?
My foot's okay, but I'm kind of embarrassed.
Why?
T-Bone was right. Mac only wanted to play with me so he could use my playground. He wasn't really my friend.
Well, we are, Cleo. Forever and ever.
Thanks, T-Bone. How about another story, Clifford?
Okay, this one is about 3 really good friends.
And that's what makes this episode hit so hard. Nothing dramatic happens, just a quiet, painful moment where someone realizes the person giving them the most attention never really cared about them at all. Cleo thought being wanted meant being valued, but the second she couldn't offer fun, Matt walked away. Meanwhile, the friends she ignored were the ones who stayed and helped her. They didn't need a playground, they didn't need praise, they just needed her. It's a simple lesson, but it's one a lot of kids learn the hard way. Real friends don't chase what you have, they stay for who you are. If you ever felt used by people you thought were your friends, let me know about it in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe.